Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to another episode of The Flank. I'm joined by the one and only, the human turret, the world champ himself, one of the best ARs ever do it. Give it up for the executive producer of The Flank, Sam LaRue Octane. We got some of the best analysis in the game, the world champ, the Forte, coming in hot. Give it up for Christopher Duarte, Parasite. We got the multi-world champion, the multi-champion, the legend and icon. To the Cold New Space, give it up for Patrick Price Hicks. And of course, we got Benji to see. What's going on, Benji? How you doing?
Why he say fuck
you
me
guys can do
for?
a show without me. I'm out of here.
Hey, and off goes Benji. There
Ain't
he
no
goes.
party like a Benji absence party.
Hey, Ben, they made me do it, Benji. They made me do it.
No, they may. Who's they in this situation?
Everybody in the chat. It's all their fault. It's all their fault. Ben, how you doing,
all
Ben?
their
You
fault.
doing all right?
Yeah, I mean, obviously, I was on a show yesterday. Went to a crew game. That was pretty good. Watched Scotty Scheffler win the PGA Championship today. W. Max Verstappen
Nice.
win. W. And then hopefully the Leafs clutch tonight because I know a lot of people. I got a lot of Toronto friends, and they're very sad Toronto Maple Leafs fans. Because their team always disappoints. Maybe this time they'll actually clutch.
Yeah, we'll see what happens. What about you, Mr. Sam LaRue? We had a good watch party today. Quiet watch party today, Sam. Just me and you.
There's
today.
something different. There was something different today.
Very
I couldn't
different.
quite put my finger on it.
I don't know what it was. But how
Black
you
Ops
doing?
6 Online is over. Ladies
Thank
and gentlemen.
God, ladies and gentlemen. Can we,
We
get
made
a
it
roll
to the
call?
end.
Can we get a roll call
round of
in the
applause
chat?
in the chat room? I mean, wow,
Unbelievable.
guys. Wow, great.
It went by
doing
quick.
great,
Honestly, it went by quick, Sam. Really
Yeah,
quick.
it did. Thank God.
Yeah, I mean, listen, we all, we have our, we obviously don't like online COD very much. We prefer LAN COD, but it's been a great year, right? I know online's not really ideal, but I think we've watched Volt Control and some of these maps a lot of times. I think we're excited to get into some majors and some big tournaments, right? We got Major 4, Dreamhack, we got Champs, we got EWC. So we're ending the year with a bang, man. I'm really excited about it. We got some good matches here to talk about today as well. But before we do that, what about you, Duarte? How you doing? You doing all right, Chris?
Yeah, I'm good. I'm excited for Dreamhack. It's going to be at least my first event for the entire year. We didn't really travel to many, but that's okay. It's going to make this one a lot sweeter. I'm super excited for the venue, the layout, and then all of the other activities going around, man. It's given that MLG vibe, and, I can't wait.
Yeah, it's I'm excited for it, honestly. What about you, Pat? I see you got the Plumber League back up there. How you feeling, Pat? You feeling all right?
Oh shit! Where am I at, bro?
Pat, where'd you go, Pat?
Cam's
Just
missing.
a blast
It's
of
pitch black
void.
in your room. It's just all we can see is your neon light. That's all we can see.
Yeah.
It says
Hold
eggs.
on, I gotta figure that out. Yeah, I'll figure it out in a second. But yeah, Tom, I'm doing great. We are in the plumber era.
Of course, of course.
But yeah, I mean, yesterday was a phenomenal show. I don't know if if we can top it today. We'll see. But yeah, man,
Absolutely.
we're good.
Pat, your comedy through the plumber fucking picture back up. Guys,
I gotta figure this out.
we do got some matches to cover. We're also going to be building a bracket on today's flank. Obviously, we're headed into Dreamhack here in a week, so we're going to build out our bracket. We'll see what the first round matchups are looking like and see how everything kind of rolled out and played out. But before we do that, let's hop in and let's talk about some of these matches. Let's hop into the first match of the day. And man, did we have a grueler, ladies and gentlemen. A 3-0 victory for the Boston Breach over the Los Angeles Guerrillas. LAG getting pooped on yet again. A map 1 rewind hardpoint, 250 to 118 in that one. Then we go to a dealership S&D, 6-3 there. And a Hacienda Control, 3-2. Boston closed out the 3-0 over LAG. Obviously, LAG just a really, really, really rough season for them. They finish out the online matches getting pooped on, and I just feel like at this point, what are we supposed to say, right? We'll take. Oh man, whew, man, it scared me for a second. That Tyler Fellow with a .71, Kismet with a .88. Lunars with a .93. Oh, Johnny with a .96. On the other side, he had a .81 from Cammy, but everybody else pulling weight. You got a big series from Big Wig today, a 1.36 from him. Purge with a 1.10 and Snoopy with a 1.37. So good plays coming out of the Boston Breach. Let's go down and take a look at the match MVP. It's going to go to Snoop with a 1.39 in Hardpoint, a 2.4 in Surge, and a 1.13 in Control. Ben, we'll start with you. We'll go from the top down. LAG against Boston. LAG continue to get pooped on. Actually, Ben, if I remember correctly, I believe that you picked LAG yesterday in your predictions.
No.
And we were all flaming you, and everybody was pissed, and now you're costing us the breaking point predictions.
Man, you guys didn't pick Optic though, so why are you blaming me? You guys. Have
Oh
something else to say, too.
shit!
Did you
Yeah,
pick
but
up
that wasn't the
Stand on
freebie.
business, Ben.
That wasn't the freebie.
Yeah,
though,
when
man.
you
This
guys
is the
choked the
freebie.
close one, I got the close one and choked the freebie. It works both ways, Sam. Is all I'm saying.
Wait, that is true. Wait, did you pick Optic yesterday?
He did.
I did.
DM
in
Ben
fact,
did.
in the DM.
Yeah, the problem is
Wow.
though, you're only supposed to pick one upset a day, and you picked two.
I tried to Zeke. Everybody's at. I only got one right. I got one incorrect. You know what? You're batting 500. It is what it is, man.
No way, dude.
Better than these LAG cats, to be honest, because they're what 4-23 on the season or some shit like that.
They're like 5
25.
I mean,
Oh no,
listen,
they
so
won. Never mind. They got to win. They're 5.
I'll say this about this series. It's very funny to me that number one big Wake supporter, Nameless, wasn't even working today because Wake decided to have an absolute like masterclass today. Found that very funny. I think for Boston, you know, they have actually been fairly solid against teams of this caliber this season.
Dead
and they
last
needed
in the fucking league.
I mean, yeah, against shit teams like LAG. I think for Boston, it's just nothing in this online split has really changed what I think our perception of this team is. They are at best top 6, and that's just kind of how it is. So I won't be surprised if they pull up this event, they win a couple of series, and they get out. I also won't be surprised if they get like instantly out of the tournament by Friday afternoon.
Yeah, I think it depends what Boston we get, right? It's like, what are these guys actually bringing? But what do you think, Pat? What do you think of the series? How do you think about Boston going into the major? Where's your head at with these guys?
I mean, I think both these teams suck.
Okay.
I got both these teams losing right away, honestly, unless they play each other. I'm out. I think, like, yeah, you got a good series out of Wake, but, like, that's a 1 in 10 dice roll. I mean,
It's also LAG.
yeah, it's a good series just versus the worst team in the league. So, yeah, not much to say for me, Tom. I think both these teams blow it up. I don't want to see a single player back on the roster.
From both teams? From both teams. You don't want to see a single player come back.
Maybe Purge and Snoop. That's it.
Okay. What about you, Duarte? You blowing up both teams?
This is the Duarte series of the day, bro. Like, we've had one of these at least every single day. This is definitely the one. Zero analysis for me. This was a pure fantasy stat padding. And when we get to fantasy, listen,
I got 16-0, bro. I'm ripping the Band-Aid.
I think I set a record, no bullshit, for the most that somebody's ever won. I almost thought that Sam didn't put up a
16-0, bro.
roster.
No
That was
way.
actually mind
Sam,
blowing.
You want to know
so
why?
bodied,
Because I
Sam?
had the fantasy curse, bro.
That's insane. That's
You're gonna look at
insane,
you're gonna look at my team and tell me that I got 16-0, bro. I bet.
Sam's taking for the number one pick next year.
Bullshit.
I mean, Sam, rumor on the street is that everybody you gas gets shit on. What's going on with that, Sam? Talk to
Shit,
me.
I'm done throwing gas. I'm done saying anything positive, bro. I get shit for being negative all the time, and this is why I throw gas.
You
and
gotta
teams
stop throwing gas and start throwing ass.
I can't fucking gas anybody, bro.
Who did you gas?
I said that Boston was like getting better and like just like, you know, playing decent and overperforming, and then they lost every series this entire fucking qualifier. Like, I don't know, bro. I gassed Vancouver. They
I
got
guess
shit
you're
on when
right.
they came
You said
home.
they were
like,
overperforming. You were right.
Listen, the
I
green
guess,
wall
yeah.
is praying you don't gas Optic today at all.
damn, they look great. Holy shit.
Yeah, I'm gonna be honest. I mean, this is just one of those series. I mean, the chat was spamming Skip. There's really not much to say here. I think it's kind of just now. It's what does LAG do, right? Do they make changes after the major? Start focusing on EWC or what? Because they're obviously not making champs, right? So Dreamhack is gonna be the last time we probably see these guys play together. I would be shocked if they sent this roster to EWC.
Friday night, Tom. I want it
Yeah.
blown up Friday night.
You heard Pat. He wants it right away.
It's interesting you say that because I would if someone to see knows, all EWC wide roster lock was earlier this week, and the way the rules work is that the individual rule books for each game also determines if you're further kick on. You can't make quote major changes. So if anyone has a rule book, knows what the terms are, if these teams can
Really?
actually drop like their entire roster, only 2 players, let us know, and that will dictate obviously what teams like LAG and Vegas can actually do after this event.
That's interesting, no, Pat? So they can't change. So they're limited on what they can do, Ben? Is that what's going
Potentially,
on?
we don't know because we don't know the rule book for the competition. That's the question.
What is a quote major change?
Exactly. I don't know what a fucking major change is.
Is that
That's why I
sounds
asked
like
the
more than
question.
2, right?
Yeah,
That
probably
sounds like
more than two. You probably
That's what
change
I'm
half.
asking. I don't know.
Bro, either way, fun stat, bro. LAG is 58 and 142 all time CDL.
Damn.
That's 20%. They're in their 20% for win rate.
And Adam
The
Assault gave
LAG
them their best season. Just saying.
I mean, that's
The
insane.
LG
Go ahead,
brand
Ben.
will go out as one of the saddest brands in the history of COD, yet somehow they still won a fucking event. So
I mean, hey, they
Shout
still
out to the code,
accomplished
man.
it more than a lot of the. I mean, bro, there are a lot of organizations that haven't sniffed an event yet in the CDL.
Wait, people said like I wasn't a part of that. I'm 1 for 1 on LAG.
Are
That's 50%, huh?
He played
for
one match.
1 for 1? What the fuck does that mean?
I won
Played
one.
one
I lost
match.
one, bro.
You played 2 matches.
I beat Florida and I lost to Minnesota in the scam fucking loss where I got forfeited.
You played 2 series on on LAG,
Pretty sure, yeah.
and you got
Pat-
400 bans.
Yes.
Hey, it was a good
He's-
year.
he's
You
so
got
hard, bro.
400 grand,
He's-
It
and
was a
you
good year.
played 2
Hey,
series.
hey, 50% win
and
rate.
Sam,
and took,
it
and
was
took a
fully,
month off scribs.
and it
It was fully
guaranteed, Sam.
Hey,
Fully
shout out David in
guaranteed.
chat, bro. Me and Damon were farming those LAG cats.
Now, what do
They
you-
were nowhere to be found in scripts for the first
Far,
one.
Those were your only
Well,
wins.
to be
Those were
fair-
your
hold
only
on,
wins.
Yeah, right
to
they
be
were,
fair,
Chris.
to be fair, and a lot of people will back me up if you were there. Tom, I think you were there when we went to the Activision, when we were in the basement at Activision for 3 days straight, and they're like, "Yeah, we're gonna get all this in a big patch,
Yeah,
and wrap it up."
And
Yeah,
they
it
did
never
nothing.
came.
They never did. They did absolutely
Not
nothing.
a
Yeah.
single.
Bro, they just
change
take you to
got-
the studios just to say that they did it. They don't actually give a fuck.
No,
Yeah.
but this one was different, bro. We were there
Yeah,
for like
for sure.
we weren't even in
Result
the
was
studio.
the same.
Yeah, we weren't in the studio. We were in the basement of Activision with
Grinding.
notepads. Yeah, we played for
Grinding.
3
were.
days,
Was it
bro.
all Santa Monica office?
grinding COD, all
Yeah, it was
Okay,
the
yeah.
Activision office, not the actual studios. But
Yeah.
bro, Casey Kramer was there.
Okay, see.
Bro, it was like Joanna was peeping. Like it was like, yo, we're gonna make these changes happen. Never came, bro.
Yep, this never happened. It's almost like they just listened to us. They just went through one ear and out the other, and they just forgot about it. It's just
Fucking
over with.
absurd.
But hey, you guys got any other final thoughts here with Boston or LAG before we move on to the next one? Any thoughts?
No, I think these are candidates to be out of the tournament by 5:30 in the afternoon on Friday.
Yeah, we'll see what's going on when we get to the bracket. We'll see what the matchups are looking like and stuff, and we'll make our predictions. But yeah, that series was a wash. But let's move on to the next one. Another grueler, ladies and gentlemen. We got the Toronto Ultra going up against the Optic Texas, and this one ended in a 3-0. Optic Texas actually taking a big W here against Toronto, taking down a top team. Honestly, it's a great win for Optic with a big 3-0 before we head over to Dreamhack. They got the first map, the Volt Hardpoint, 220 to 216. In the Vol Hardpoint. That was a very weird map, the way that one played out. Then we go to Hacienda S&D, 6-4. Optic win that one as well. And then a 3-1 in the Protocol Control. Optic looking good here against Toronto. We'll scroll down, and oh, Maron, it is a red carpet for the Toronto Ultra. You don't see that often. You got Beans with a .87, Kleenex with a .96, Insight with a .8, and Jodeci's with a .9. On the other side, you had a .95 from Merc. He went negative in this one with the rest of his team stepping up. You got a 1.31 from Hook and a 1.26 from Shotzi today. The submachine guns from Optic having a masterclass. You got a 1.0 from Dashy. Good plays coming in all around. We'll scroll down here, take a look at the match MVP. Does not surprise me to see Hook the Nuke up here. This guy was unbelievable today. A 1.52 in Hardpoint, a 1.17 in Surge, and a 1.12 in Control. Sam, we'll start with you. We'll work our way at the bottom. We'll work our way up. What are your thoughts, Sam? What did you think about the series today? I was pretty
Do I
shocked
gas
at
him or
Toronto.
do I not gas him?
I don't know, Sam. Be very careful what you say, because if you start gassing Optic, they're saying don't do it, Sam. They're saying don't do it.
These guys are shit. These guys are awful. Kyler had a fuck you series today. That was fun to watch.
Yeah, he did.
Mercules Bowl. Unfortunately, Mercules is victorious in the Mercules Bowl. Yeah, man. I mean, Optic looked good. They had a good win to end the stage. Very weird stage for them. They beat Vancouver and Ultra, lost to Boston and LAG, as everyone predicted that would happen. So, I mean, good win to end going into the major. Kyler, again, I mean, this guy, I think he's solidified. I think he has the 4th overall KD on the season for the entirety of Black Ops 6 so far. Which
Does
is,
he? Does he actually?
I
even
believe,
realize that.
unless that's a one guy stat, I believe I saw that before the show. Which
Wow.
is pretty impressive.
That is
so
impressive.
shout out to Kyler. And on the flip side, Toronto, man, I'm a little disappointed. I was extremely high on these guys going into Major 4. I had them as a potential grand finalist, like I mentioned yesterday, and they have looked awful for the last 2 games. So I'm starting to doubt that one a little bit. I don't really know, because I think they started the stage super hot. I thought Toby was heating up. I thought they were starting to click, and then as the stage progressed, they've just played really sloppy. So I don't really know what to think about Toronto right now. I'm gonna wait until the event, but I'm not as high on them as I was for sure.
Yeah, I think I know what the issue is.
Go ahead, Ben. Why don't you take the floor next? What do you think the issue is, Benjay?
I think it's the ARs. I think their ARs are great search players, and that's why they have decent consistency in the game. Although today, scammed a couple big rounds, including a nice defusing one by Mercules in a round he probably shouldn't have won. But I just think the other 2 ARs are too inconsistent as far as respawns go. That's why this team has struggled to win in those losers finals, struggled to win big series. I think Kleenex and Joe are having great seasons, but I don't think either AR has made a compelling case to keep the roster spot long term if there's a pack-a-punch option out there.
It's almost like they had a pack-a-punch option that I was screaming from the mountaintops that they should have made and dropped the friendship bullshit and kept a 20-year-old who was good as fuck.
Yeah, I mean, that was my next question.
And then that 20-year-old beats him.
I mean, dude, Jamie had 2,000 less damage than like the average in the lobby.
It was honestly the clearest, simplest roster move to make. Like,
But those are the ones that don't happen, Pat. You know?
Bro, anyone with any IQ points knows to make that change. I'm mind blown they didn't pull the trigger. And real quick, Tom, I want to add before you go, Chris. People always say like I don't keep it, like fair when I'm talking about Optic. I wanna, be honest. I'm gonna be no bias here. This was a despicable loss out of Ultra, Tom. Optic's horrible.
Gotta keep that same
Toronto
energy.
should not be losing this. So I do want to, make sure I'm keeping 100. Despicable loss out of the Ultra. And absolutely they should have picked up Merc. I'm still to this day, I think they're gonna regret that for a very long time.
But Pat, you don't think Optic play good enough? Like, you think Toronto gets them this series?
After what I've seen out of Toronto the last couple of days, bro, Toronto's looked horrible. Towards Sam's point, like they just looked horrible.
But I'm not talking about Toronto. I'm saying as far as Optic's play in this series.
Toronto just played bad in 2 days. They've had a shit
Toronto
weekend.
could have played Optic could have played like Falcons, which they normally do. It's just that Toronto looked horrible today, Ben. That's my point I'm trying to stress.
Ben, anything to say to that?
I think my face says it all.
The Falcons, I don't know. That's a stretch, I think, Pat. I think the Falcons, I don't know.
You're right. Given the day, Falcons might be a bit better, but listen, on average, I just think, like I said, Toronto has looked horrible.
Sure.
I will say this about Optic, and this is going to be the key game mode to see if they can keep this trend going into the event. They have not lost the control since they picked up Merc. I know they've
2 control
lost
rounds.
And they haven't
That's
really
actually
lost control
crazy.
rounds
They've
either.
only lost 2 control rounds with every series with Merc. That's actually terrible. That's actually terrible for
gross.
sure.
Which is great. I just think, and if they can keep that going, fantastic. I think with Optic, it's their ceiling and floor are like pretty far apart. It seems like they can beat these good teams, but they come in and they play B- COD, unlike a Thieves or a FaZe, where they'll figure it out in 5 or 4 maps. I don't have confidence in this Optic team to do it, so I just have like literally no idea how these guys are going to play a Major 4.
The control thing isn't that surprising, bro. Control's like the one mode where you need to play your life the most, and they picked up probably the kid who's probably one of the best at doing it right now in the league.
He's the number one in control KD for the stage.
I'm gonna be honest, bro. I don't know. I still feel like Optic, bro. They picked up Merc, and I thought he was the missing piece. To be honest with you, like just in terms of like playstyles and what they needed as is like a team comp, like as a whole, I felt like they made a good change with Merc. I feel like now, I mean, let's be honest, bro. They took down a couple good teams, right? Vancouver, Toronto, boom. And then that LAG series is a wash, bro. There's no way that they let that happen again. I mean, at least from what I saw, I mean, that should have been another series they had in the bag, right? But I think they definitely look better than what they have in the past this year. At least I think they look better with Merc. I think they look way more elevated than they were at all. This is probably the best iteration of the roster so far that we've seen throughout the year. And on top of that, it hasn't been long. These guys are only going to get better, right? The more reps they get, especially in search, the better they're going to get, right? So I'm sure they've been practicing and working on their game. I just like the overall composition of the team now. I think it looks a lot better when you watch them play. It feels a lot more free flow. But what do you think, Duarte? Let's get your opinions on this. Do you think?
I think this series just kind of exposed a little bit more of Toronto's weaknesses. They did have a bad weekend where they lost to both Surge and Optic, and they just didn't play up to their standards. But at the same time, like in this series, it's pretty, black and white that like Jamie is just an inconsistent player. Like he is good and he definitely has that go button sometimes, but most of the time it's not there, and he just struggles. When they had Merc at the major, and granted they didn't have Beans there, they didn't like lose a hard point until I think their final match or something like that in the tournament. It was actually insane. And like now their hard point, you know, it's still like pretty damn good, but like, dude, Jamie is just like such a just X factor for them. Like if he's having those bad series or bad KD series with the pace that he plays at, you can't afford to have a player playing like dropping those low numbers, because hypothetically, let's say somebody has a bad KD but they're a fast player, they have more impact on the game than somebody has a low KD and is a slow player in general. So that's just holding them back, and you see it in that first map. And then on top of that, their S&D is not nearly in the level that it used to be at the, you know, the first stage or two, where they were like looking as like one of the best S&D teams. That's taken a step back. So now they just like don't really have any of their options. This is their team. They're locked, and they just have to hope they show up on a given weekend. And I feel like they just had more potential with Merc. On the side of Optic, their win condition, or at least their condition to make a run at this next tournament, is going to be on Hook keeping his play from online to LAN, because I feel like he's always been that player that kind of is very up and down in those atmospheres in the later stages of his career. And then mainly just getting Shotzzy activated. For some reason, Ant this year has just been so like high and low. Like he's had really insane series, and then he's had some utter fucking blender series where he's just not doing well and just making bonehead plays. And I feel like for the most part, Brandon has been relatively consistent, but even he also has some like maps where he kind of struggles, even though he puts up high damage. So they just got to figure it out and hope that Kyler and Shotzzy, you know, can bring that sort of pace, because when they do, they have the potential to beat teams like Surge, teams like Toronto. I think in the Surge series that they played, I think Hook went crazy in that one as well. So yeah, they just need him to show up, Shotzzy to show up.
Yeah.
So stats Jay and Nassim here real quick. I need a fact check Chris Parasite, if you don't mind, Tom.
Yeah, go ahead.
Kyler has been. First off, you have a little bit of buzzing in your mic, Chris. I don't know if your in-ears are getting too close to the mic.
I don't know.
I didn't even hear
I
you.
don't know what it could be.
I didn't hear anything either.
Kyler's been their most consistent player KD wise on LAN.
I'm not saying that he's playing better than his teammates. I'm saying the matches he's put up online and compared to LAN are not the same. I'm not saying he's the worst on the team or he's worse than his teammates, but he has series online where he's dropping like 1.2s. Like,
I mean,
he needs
Tom,
to
go to Kyler's stats. I don't normally I would agree with you. I think this season, I don't know if I agree with you. And I know they haven't played that many LAN series because all the 8s they've gotten.
Yeah.
Scroll down and go look at his event stats. So the delta that used to exist there really doesn't like he's been fairly consistent. Yeah, he's had a couple of splits here. He had bad S&D, a major one, whatever. But you see, like, I don't think Kyler's numbers have been that consistent.
Yeah, his numbers look good. His numbers look good.
Yeah, they're not bad. But I'm just saying, like, if he can get activated and have those like series where he's popping off and he's like really looking like a threat, like a Hydra level player, Shotzzy level player, like this team can make that run. It's a insane like metric to hold him to. But if he's doing it online in multiple series, there's no reason he can't do it at LAN. This is my point. I'm not saying he's like the worst person on his team on LAN. That's not what I'm trying to say. I'm saying if he's putting up those numbers online, he's got to do it on LAN.
I think it's a numbers thing, and I also think with them, it's just about finishing maps and finishing situationals. We've seen in Search all season that these guys just don't play situationals correct. It seemed like today they started to get a better handle of those on Hasi S&D. I wonder if Hasi S&D, though, become a map that they don't end up playing too much, because I think people may not want to play them on that. But Respawn, today they were clinical, but in past days we've seen the split. They haven't been so much. I wanted to go to the Toronto thing just to close out, Pat or Chris. I would say, yes, Jamie's a little bit consistent when it comes to Respawn. And I think the speed at which he plays sometimes and the damage is definitely an issue. But I think it's not helped by the fact that his other AR partner is also just as inconsistent when it comes to Respawn. And I think the calculus for Toronto is, yeah, you have Kleenex and Joe who are capable of pop-off maps. When you have two other ARs, they're basically averaging like a 0.95 in hardpoint. I think there's some kills and pace that they're kind of leaving on the board with this team, and that's why they're good but not good enough.
Yeah, the consistency with the ARs is definitely an issue.
They need one of those guys. They need one of those ARs to come to this event and just fry like they have with Merc. They do that. I like Toronto's chances to beat some of these teams and maybe make a final. If this is what it's going to be, where Ben and Jamie are just a dice roll and respawn every series, like third might be the best they get all season.
Jamie did play good at the last major with Merc on the team, though. I will say he had a couple of good series.
Jamie does get better on LAN. I feel like he's a better LAN player than he is an online player. But I agree. I've been talking about Jamie all year. I feel like left stick Jamie is phenomenal, and then when he just loses his left stick, I lose composure. Like that's when I start like tweaking. Right, so like he needs to get into that like consistent form. Both of the ARs do, and this was a crazy play. This was a game-changing round right here. Toronto could have went up 5-3 in this S&D. Instead, this gets tied up at 4 because Merc hits the ninja defuse onto Benjamin Beans. I don't know if there's something Beans could have done better. I mean, Beans just got to check the bomb there. I mean, he didn't just let Merc do it. He kind of played a little scared there, but I mean, great heads-up play from Merc there, no? And it's funny too because Merc was Beans' replacement. Now you see them 1v1ing here. A few weeks later it's a big round, but rough round there for Beans, huh? Rough round.
I mean, Beans probably thought it's like, oh, this kid's a rookie. He's not going to hop the bomb. Like he's going to play the kill, and he just, took the risk.
Yeah, that was typical. Especially just, I think when Merc saw where the bomb was planted, I think he knew it was a good play to hop bomb. But Beans slides the corner, doesn't realize it's planted for the backside, doesn't get the kill quick enough. Good round, and after that, I mean, Optic going to win the next 2. I mean, it was just good plays coming in from Merc. But I think what Pat said with the whole Merc in Toronto thing, do you guys agree with Pat that maybe Toronto fucked up there? What do you think? They should have kept Merc? Should have held on to him?
Yeah,
I mean,
for sure.
I feel like we all were saying that.
I think all the words out of Optic camp is they really like what they've been seeing from Merc. I think when you look at his arrow, there's definitely like a maturity the way he plays. I think, not having a player, an asset like that on your team is definitely a miss from Toronto.
Yeah, this guy's been making some noise, man, as a rookie coming in late in the year. I think this guy's he's going to have a long future, bro. He's going to have a really good future, long future. I'm excited to see what this guy can do on LAN. That's going to be really exciting. But any other thoughts, guys, before we move on? Because I know we got to get to that bracket. We got another series here. Any other thoughts here? Any thoughts?
Well, we're going to see this rematch in a couple of days, so...
They got first round, huh? They play each other first round?
Yeah, because the way the bracket got drawn after the last match.
Absolutely. All right, any other final thoughts, guys? Any final thoughts there on that series?
Nope.
All right, then we head over to the last series of the day. We got the Minnesota ROKKR going up against the Vancouver Surge. We got Vancouver coming in and getting a 3-1 victory here over the Minnesota ROKKR. We got a 250 to 173 in the Volt Hardpoint. A 6-0 win in the Rewind S&E. Kenny actually didn't die that map. First map this year where somebody didn't die during the map, which was kind of cool. So Kenny, he went 11-0 in that one. Good place from him, but it didn't seem to matter because then they lost control 3-2 and the red card hardpoint 250 to 221. We'll scroll down, take a look here at the stats. You got Estrio with a .66 today. He really struggled today, even in the damage department. You got Gio with a 1.01, Kenny with a 1.06, and you got Nero with a .82. So both some machine gun players struggling to get kills here. On the other side, actually, Nero was putting down my interactions from Nero. Look how many interactions Nero has. 92 kills and 112 deaths. That's insane. And then a 1.22 from 04, a 1.06 from Neptune. They both had over 100 kills in this series. Got a 1.10 from Abuz and a 1.13 from Nasty. Good plays all around. Coming in hot. Match MVP probably going to be 04. Let's see who we got. It's 04 with a 1.33 in Hardpoint, a 0.33 in Search, and a 1.2 in Control. Duarte, we'll start with you on this one. I know Rambo, he came into the call. He had a lot to say yesterday. He had a lot to say. And I'm gonna start things over you, Duarte, because you came in and you and Rambo.
Wait, before what happened? I missed it. What happened?
I don't remember.
Let me set the scene. Let me set the scene. Flank is ending. Flank is done. Flank is over with. All right. Just got done with the watch party. Just got done with the flank. Now it's my time to take 5 rips. Took a bunch of rips. Boom. Rip after rip after rip. Right. I'm hearing it out. I'm vibing with the Stallions. All right. I'm having a good time. We're vibing. Rambo Ray joins up. He joins up. He starts pressing me, man. This Rambo Ray guy, He corners me. I don't know what to do. I start getting nervous. But in the back, all I see is the Forte. He comes out of nowhere. And he steps in the middle and he said, hey, what's going on here? What's going on? And that's basically what happened. Rambo came in and he said, why do you guys say? He basically said, why were you guys saying Vancouver sucks? He basically said we don't keep that same energy with FaZe and LA Thieves that we do Vancouver. He said that we were cooking Vancouver, saying they suck.
After
And-
they won yesterday, we cooked. We
No, we
But
gassed
I
them.
also don't remember. I also don't remember. When was he saying that we cooked them? Was
I
it
don't know.
before they made the changes or after?
He kept saying that he doesn't remember. When I asked him like who said what, I said, well, who
I
said
think
what?
Ray
I
might have been
said,
taking some
I
risks.
think
too, it sounds
sometimes,
like.
Tom, listen, I'll say sometimes you can tell the difference is people that watch the clips of the show and people that watch the actual show.
yeah, I think that's a problem. I mean, I don't think that's their fault. I don't think that's
Ray's
their
getting
fault.
clickbaited.
That's,
Ray might
I
be
think there's a
getting.
little bit of clickbait going on.
I mean,
I don't know. I can't remember the last time we've shit on Surge.
yeah,
like,
I don't
at
know.
all.
I was trying to remember. I was trying to talk and ask him. He couldn't remember. Ray couldn't remember when we were talking about it. Because all I remember is yesterday we were gassing them. We were gassing Vancouver. From what I remember, we've been pretty
I'll
high
stand
on
business.
Vancouver.
The one time that I remember this stage talking shit about them
The O2
was their
stars, people
first
saying.
loss. When Nasty went fucking 0.3 and I got him on fantasy and he sold my fantasy. Absolutely, I'm gonna talk some shit.
It was when they
He had a
went.
0.3.
It was
But
when they
also-
went 0-2 to start the split. Apparently, that's when we started roasting them. When
No,
they went
they-
0-2 to start the split.
We talked like, listen, they had just blown 2 grand finals where they didn't win a fucking map. They went 0-2 against some good teams. We were sitting here like, these guys maybe missed a window. They've got to figure out how to win 3 straight and make winners bracket. And obviously, tip to them, they've gone ahead and done so, and their teamwork is still solid. I thought they grinded well in this series. The protocol reverse sweep in the third map was nice, but I don't know, to come to our neck and like say, oh, we're not critical about FaZe and Thieves. We've been critical about both teams. We were concerned that Thieves can't win fucking searches before Major 1. That ended up being fucking true.
Also, I think
And we're
it's a
concerned
bit
about
different,
FaZe's
bro.
hard for the last event.
I think it's a bit different. Like, even ignoring Vancouver, any team, like when you're comparing to FaZe and Thieves, like Vancouver just went back-to-back grand finals, not winning a fucking map. Like, they're not on the same pedigree to be compared to FaZe and Thieves at that level, bro. That's completely different.
It's also different
Like,
when
you're
you're
gonna
looking at
be
a
compared
team.
less, bro. They
It's-
your team couldn't win a single map in 2 back-to-back grand finals. You're not on FaZe or Thieves levels. I don't care how consistent your other placings are. Right now, what we know is that you get nervous in a grand final. Until we see different, there's nothing else that we can say. Like,
Not even that. It's also the fact that like FaZe and Thieves have proven players that have won championships in multiple titles, et cetera, et cetera. So when we look at them and their struggles, like we know it's temporary. When we look at a team like Surge, they're just so young. And granted, they've been consistent for the entire year after picking up Neptune. Like we don't know if that's going to fall off. We've seen it happen before. I don't think it's going to happen, but I think you can't even compare the two, like the two calibers of teams. Like if Surge continue to do this next year, then maybe we could start giving them some leniency, like we do some of the other quote unquote god squads in the league when they're
Also-
struggling. But
also,
they're not
I
in
love-
that caliber yet.
I love Ray, but
Oh, I love Ray too. Ray's a great guy.
but Shane or Crowder isn't putting a boozer on a sub. That's all I gotta say.
Wait, Boo's at a sub?
Yeah.
Who's on a sub in Modern Warfare 3? You don't remember?
Yeah, this guy's like top 5 AR in the league, and
I
he was
remember
running a sub a whole
They
year.
took it away from that after one split, and they were good.
I remember that. I don't know why.
Never
but
forget, man.
I remember somebody on Karachi or something just running through red, and we were just trying to figure out if he had tag sprint on or not. Was that Vancouver?
Yeah, people thought Abuza
It
was
was
running
Abuza, yeah.
auto
It
tag
was
sprint.
Scrap.
Yeah, and he had a
Yeah, it
rival
was
in his
Scrap.
hand.
He
Didn't
was
he have a
accused
rival
of-
in his hand? Yeah, and Ernie started. Yeah, I don't know why that just came to me when we were talking about Abuza running a sub.
Ernie was fucking fried. Look at his gun. It's vertical.
Anyway, great series out of Surge today, Tom.
Great series. I mean, listen, we've been gassing Surge. I mean, these guys have been looking good.
These guys are shit.
I think Sam
I
can't gas him. He's
do-
not allowed. Go ahead, Benjay.
I do have one legitimate concern about Surge because I think Respawn in this series in general has been good to split. They're 6-2 in Hardpoint now, 3-2 in Control to split, but 2-4 in S&D. It's the same concern I've had with them in the last 2 events. I just don't think they're an elite enough search team to just ice up in these top series. So yeah, maybe they can go to this event and get hot.
God, I hope Ray isn't listening. Oh my
0-4
God,
goes
I hope
back
Ray's
to
not in
double-digit
chat.
S&D
I hope
like we
Ray
saw.
got an ad right
I mean,
there.
I don't know what to tell you. Go look at the numbers. They were
We
2-4
give
in
Rambo
search
Ray,
this
guys.
split. 9-4 last split, 10-12 the split before, 6-9 stage 1. Like, you know, yeah, they went on a decent S&D run at like one of those events, but other than that, they've just been an IAT search team. That they have great respawn fundamentals. They play well together, but I'm just concerned they get an ice in a game 5 in a big match. These guys just aren't going to do it, bro.
I see the issue here. Kenny's KD is infinity.
Yeah, what the fuck? Infinity is insane.
That's
can't
crazy
divide by- you
aura.
can't
That's
divide by zero,
insane
Tom, so-
aura, brother.
Can't
Insane aura.
divide by 0.
Yeah, actually, I think he's the reason I won my fantasy against Don Dada. The S&D KD's win in my favor.
I mean, you should auto win the category. It's infinity.
Bro, this first round too to open it up was insane, bro. Kenny's always just squaring up with motherfuckers on the street, bro, and he's just always winning these fights. Finds a blood, finds another one across the map, takes out a Boza, and takes care of bitches. And then he gets the last one too here at the end. He gets the last one. This guy Neptune tries running at him, and Kenny gets the call.
Controller broke mid-series or something right there. You seen that shit? You had to get a replacement after this map.
His shit broke.
Nah, I'm trolling. You see that fucking gunfight? He just missed an entire
Yeah,
clip
he
on
did.
Kenny.
I don't know what happened. It looked like he fucking stopped shooting or something. I don't know. But Minnesota ROKKR, I think that control was the biggest story of today's series. They trolled the control. They threw it away. Not really too sure how it kind of broke down, but this is a tough distance now from the top 8. They're, what, 40 points back now after losing today's series?
Yep.
Yeah.
Oof.
It's chalk, bro.
Dude,
be honest, it's
this was
shock.
prime time, bro. They could have won this series, matched up Optic round 1, Destiny in their hands, and they fucking bottled it.
Yeah. And I guess that's just the story of Minnesota, right? Like all year. It's just when you need them to clutch, when you need them to ice up, they can't do it. I mean, Ben, you've been really, really hard on Minnesota about them being icy and clutching up, and we kind of saw that today. No, Ben?
Yeah, I mean, I just think, bro, these guys don't know how to finish maps in series. I think this split, Geo is really struggling to search. Estrel's really struggling to control. Like, when these guys have needed to play their best COD for 2 minutes or for an entire couple of weeks, they're just unable to do it with this compilation of people.
Yeah. So what's next, do you guys think, for the Minnesota ROKKR? What's next for these guys? I saw some people coming into my chat. They were super chatting. They said, do you build around Kenny? Do you keep some of these guys? Do you blow up the whole team? Like, what do you do, right? Like, what do you do with this roster, right?
You gotta see a trailer, bro. You gotta see a next game trailer before you make any decisions.
You gotta see a trailer.
Yeah,
I
a
like that, Pat.
multiplayer trailer, not the cinematic one.
Okay.
I think the problem for them is I don't know what G2 wants to do as far as further investment in this scene. There's going to be a lot of competitive salaries, I think, being thrown around for players on their team. And so it's just like they may have a lot of suitors for some of the guys on their squad. And what do they want to do? They want to blow it up again. This would be the third time, in 3 years? They started fresh last year and they started fresh again this year. So, like, I don't know. It's a tough situation, man.
Yeah.
I think they probably keep Geo if they can't, if like they don't get poached. For sure,
so,
he's
Dorothy?
definitely someone you keep. I just don't see there being like an upgrade like on any team that they can possibly, unless they can get like a big top team or like players that can attract like high level team or players of their team. I don't think they're getting an upgrade in the mid pack for Geo. I think he's actually one of the middle pack like ARs that actually has a lot of potential. Like if you look at the teams there. Outside of that, I don't really know. The Nero Estriel thing, like it's just so inconsistent with both of them.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I don't know what it is. It's just a play style thing, right? It's what Pat always talks about. Right? Like some players just have a hard time just adapting and just like finding those gears, right? And I mean, throughout the year, they've just struggled, right? It's their highs are super high and their lows are very low. I think Meadows has done a good job this year trying to balance that out. He started off just like go, go, go. And then as the year went on, you hear him taking accountability in the interviews and talking about how he needs to be more consistent and, figure out how to, kind of adjust his play style to a way where, he's performing more rather than having these low lows and these high highs. And you've seen him improve like as the year has gone on. It seems like with Minnesota, they just kind of, flatlined. They just kind of stayed stagnant. They're not really adapting. So, I think Minnesota got a lot to think about because the ceiling on the players are really high and they're really good, but obviously the consistency is not there, and it's just going to be tough to make those final decisions, right? Like, who do you keep? Who do you let go? What are the options? Who wants to play with who? Just a lot of decisions, right, that need to be made. But any other final thoughts in that one with Vancouver and Minnesota? Nothing?
Bracket time.
What'd you say? Oh, bracket time? Absolutely. Slayers time for the Major 4 Dreamhack Dallas tournament bracket. We got Benjay Nassim, the executive producer, who's going to be filling it out for us. Benjay, what an absolute pleasure, Benjay. What a pleasure.
No problem.
So
I
it
have to
looks-
on full screen and full screen as we go, but I got it pretty much set up here.
It's
already.
okay. No worries. It looks like we're starting things off. We got Optic Toronto in the winners round 1. We got Atlanta FaZe and Cloud9. We got LA Thieves and Vancouver Surge. And we got the Miami Heretics going up against the Minnesota ROKKR. Then you take a look there at the bottom. That's going to be that losers bracket, that first round losers. We got Carolina sitting down there. The LAG, Los Angeles Guerrillas, the Vegas Falcons,
Vancouver,
and the Boston Breach. Yeah, we got some fire matchups here for the round 1. Let's start from the top. Miami going up against the Minnesota ROKKR.
Bye, Rocker.
Goodbye, ROKKR. Goodbye. It's time. I think it's time. I think Miami Heretics, they haven't lost in the stage, which I don't know, Sam. Is that a good thing or a bad thing that they haven't lost in the stage? Is that a bad thing?
I have a feeling they're going to break the curse.
They did not perform a tactical loss.
Fuck, they never.
I have a feeling they're breaking that curse this event. That whole go
Miami's
5-0
winning
in a
the
stage.
You think so?
No. Is it winning the event? Is that what the curse are doing well?
Yeah, it's winning the event.
Well then no, they're probably not going to win the event. But I think they're going to do well still, regardless.
You think so, Chris? You think they're gonna do well?
Yeah, they're good as they're good as fuck, bro. Like their S&D is genuinely unbelievable. And I know we like tout FaZe for the same thing, but like to see them like get it together, like a team that we might not have like had that much faith into going into the year, and they obviously turned it around, picked up another player who's proven to be like a superstar for them. It's actually kind of wild to see their turnaround, and I'm just a fan. I'm really genuinely just a fan of Heretics. That's all it is.
Yeah, they're just all likable guys too, right? They're just a great team. They're a fun team to watch. But we got Miami in that round 1. Any objections?
Oh,
Slow.
No.
We got the LA Thieves going up against the Vancouver Surge. I got LA Thieves in this one personally. I think Vancouver obviously is a very good team, looks good, but when it comes to these top teams, they just have a hard time when it comes to these matchups. Obviously, LA Thieves won the last major. I'm sure they're going to be coming out with the fire, and LA Thieves have obviously looked really strong this stage, so I'm probably going to throw LA Thieves the win there. But what do you guys think? You guys agree with me on that?
Hey, mute your mic or mute your headset. I got Thieves, Tom.
Oh, man. You got Thieves, Pat?
Yeah.
God, Ray's getting two-pieced. Fuck.
Who do you think,
I
Sam?
got Thieves, man.
Duarte,
Shocking.
Ben, you guys going
I got
with Thieves
these,
as well?
but I would not be surprised if somehow like Surge come out and make an upset, because that first match on LAN is always like the weird ones.
Yeah,
Like, I could see the upset
Vancouver. I
happening.
can see Vancouver coming in and getting an upset there. I could definitely see
Little
that.
Thursday Thieves.
Yeah, for sure. No objections. Nobody's got Vancouver. Ben, what about you? You don't got Vancouver?
I got Miami.
You got Miami?
Oh, sorry, I got Thieves. Sorry.
Miami.
I was like,
Guys,
Doesn't
lagging.
slow-mo. He's executive
Guys
producer
lagging.
right now, Pat. Let him lock in.
I got Thieves.
It's not that easy, huh? It's not that easy to multitask, Benjay. It ain't that easy.
Vancouver have really struggled in this matchup. I know a bunch of these have been on land. I think the key thing for me is I just don't. What control map is Vancouver going to beat against Thieves? The answer is none. Then you think about recent search history, you can pick Thieves. Like, can Vancouver steal the first map? Yeah, but they're just going to get 3-1. So that's my thoughts.
All right, we'll move on to the next one. We got Miami Thieves in the winners round 2. Now we got Atlanta FaZe in Cloud9, winners round 1. I got Atlanta FaZe. I just think from a matchup standpoint, I just think they match up well. I think they should take care of business here. But I will say C9 has looked much better since the roster change. So
They beat him a couple weeks ago.
Yep, and they also beat him. So you never know, right? The head-to-head, maybe that matchup is weird for FaZe. I mean, COD, anything could happen in COD, right? So we'll see what happens. I'm personally going to go with Atlanta FaZe in this one. But who do you guys got? What do you guys think? You guys got FaZe?
FaZe.
I think C9 can obviously take like a map 1 Vol Hardpoint or some shit, but I think like as we've seen with C9, they just, as much as they have pop-off potential, they are not clinical and they make a lot of mistakes. And I think in a match like this, they'll get exposed.
I just think it's land, bro.
Yeah, I got FaZe 2. I got a problem though. Ben, can we get some standardization?
Please,
you
I'm
did
begging.
the city on the top, then the
Okay,
team name on
do you
the
want then?
Then you
feed,
did
and now you
both.
did an abbreviation of the city and the team name.
Well, because we have 2 LA teams. So what do you want me to
Yeah,
do?
just do
Atlanta?
FaZe, Heretics, Thieves.
and you
Okay,
are
heard.
not
Standardization.
using
And
the
LAG
color.
isn't going to be in the
Okay,
bracket
okay,
anyway.
heard,
It's
heard,
fine.
heard.
Where's the color? Where's the color coding? There's no
I'm not
color.
putting color coding. I'm doing white text, bro. It's
Fine,
readable.
man.
Last time I did this, I got bullied.
Yeah, well, I'm doing it my way, and you just got to hold that.
Slowly. All right, so we all got FaZe?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, and then we got Optic Texas Going up against Toronto Ultra, man. I probably would have said Toronto yesterday. Now I'm thinking Optic. You know what I mean?
Same.
I mean, I'm going Optic in this one. I mean, it's do or die for them. They have to win these series. I mean, granted, I do think they're going to make it into champs regardless because Minnesota kind of threw that away today. But I got Optic. I think matching up, they look good. I think against LAG, they kind of trolled that. They threw that series away. They choked it. But against Vancouver and Toronto, they've looked great. And I think since picking up Merc, these guys have elevated a ton. So I'm gonna give this one to Optic. What do you guys think?
I got Ultra bounce back, and Optic doesn't play good in their winter round ones.
Okay, so you got Ultra, Pat. You got Ultra.
Yeah, bounce back.
So that's one Ultra, one Optic. What about you, Benjay?
I got Optic.
Optic.
I think it's a Game 5 grit.
Okay.
So you think the team that's bad at Game 5s is clutching a Game 5?
I don't know if I trust either team in a Game 5 right now. I'm not gonna lie.
What about you, Chris and Pat, or Chris and Sam?
I'm gonna take Optic just because I think Optic lately, even when they had Skies, like they're playing up to their competition right now. Like when they're playing against Surge, they're playing against Toronto. Like they're playing really well. They have some of their people that need to step up and play really well, and I think that's just going to be the case for them again.
So we got what, majority Optic here, Sam?
Optic are shit. I got Toronto.
Okay, so that's 2 Toronto. That's
Reverse is Juju.
what, 3 Optic?
Wait, is Gersh in chat?
I don't know if he's in chat. It's a good question. But okay, we'll move Optic up. We'll see what happens there. Okay, let's go down to the losers bracket now. Let's start filling out the losers. We got Minnesota ROKKR going up against the Boston Breach. I got Boston in that one, probably. Actually, I don't know. That one's a fucking flip a coin. You know, I really don't know who's winning that. I'll probably lean more towards Boston. Just because I feel like, you know, they're in the champs running. I feel like they're going to be coming out making more of a statement. But who do you guys got? You guys got ROKKR? Anybody got ROKKR in that one?
Last time they played Game 5 round 11, I think, right, on dealership. I think ROKKR will clutch up.
I got
so?
Breach, Lanimals.
Well, it's 1 ROKKR, 2 Breach. What about you, Chris and Sam? What do you guys think?
Fuck my life, bro. I don't know. I want to say ROKKR just for the storylines. Like I'm hoping they somehow make a run or something, and like maybe it gets close just to keep it entertaining. But honestly, both teams
They would have to make a final if we're assuming Optic win. No, they'd be down like 60 points.
Yep.
Oh, yeah, chalk it then.
So, Sam, who do you got? Because you're kind of like the tiebreaker here, Sam.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna say Breach. I'm gonna go back because Breach Snoopy's on my fantasy, so fuck it. We'll send
Okay,
it.
Sam, your opinion doesn't fucking matter now. Sam.
My opinion doesn't matter. Next series.
RIP ROKKR.
Who would you have got though?
Boston, I think. I mean, for some reason, Boston just get top 6 every event. I don't know. Maybe they're better on LAN. And I'm just tired of ROKKR, bro. I want them to be good, and they've just consistently just fucking thrown.
Then under that, we got the Vancouver Surge dropping down against the Vegas Falcons. I think we all get the same answer there, right?
Jesus Christ.
What the fuck? Nah, Falcon. Imagine.
You got the Falcons over Vancouver, Chris?
Fuck no.
The Falcones. Okay, Ben, why don't you move them up? Why don't you move Vancouver up against the Boston Breach right there?
Absolutely, Tom.
Okay, then after that, we go to Cloud9 and the Los Angeles Guerrillas. I got Cloud9 in that one. I think LAG is just going to continue to struggle. They're not in champs anymore either. So I just feel like they're going to go out there, get their season over with, call it a day. Figure out what's going on with EWC, right, Pat? I think you were saying you want to change this by Friday. You want to change
As
this
soon
by
as
Friday,
they lose
Pat.
this match, Tom, I want a public announcement that the logo's changed.
Hey, Pat, wait. On the bright side, challengers is right there. Say they just look to their right. They can see the players.
That's true.
right.
That's true. Hey, as soon as they lose, I want it all done. I want the logo announced. It's changed. I want the new roster. I want it all done.
Yep. Cloud9, Toronto Ultra versus.
Whoa, Ben. What the fuck?
I'm just assuming we're all in Toronto, are we
What
not?
the fuck, Ben?
Ultra versus the Royal Ravens. Ben already
No one's
moved
picking
Ultra up.
Carolina. Don't front. Nobody's picking Carolina.
I'm not picking Carolina.
Who wants to put their hand up in this call right now and pick Carolina?
Not me.
Depends.
Exactly.
How's Gwen gonna
Nah,
play?
Sam said he was had.
Good executive producing, Sam. You should know something. You should learn something.
Sam said that Ultra was or Ravens were making a final or some shit.
Yeah, Major 2. We are Major 4. These guys are ass.
Let's go back up to the top. We'll go back up to the top in winners. We got Miami going up against the Los Angeles Thieves. I got Thieves in this one. I got Thieves taking care of Miami. I feel like Thieves are just a little bit stronger in terms of slaying power. I think it's going to be a tough matchup for Miami. I can see it being a really good series, but I got Thieves in it in the end. Who do you guys got? You got Thieves? What are you guys thinking?
I got Thieves. I'm gonna call a crazy one. I got Thieves, and they're gonna ice a Game 5 round 11. I think Miami take the first S&D. I think Thieves will win map 1 and map 3. I think Miami will take map 4. I think Miami will go up 4-2 in the 4-2 in the Game 5, and then lose to Thieves.
You guys got the script?
You got the
Yeah,
lottery
reading that
numbers
shit.
too?
Yeah,
Jesus.
Okay. So Ben's got the whole fucking script.
the whole fucking spread.
Okay, does anybody have Miami in here? Anybody want Miami going through?
I don't, but I will preface with saying I want Heretics to make a run so bad. Like
Yeah,
I
it'd be
just I
so
want them
sick.
I want them to get to like a final or a losers final or something like that. That'd be like hype as fuck.
I mean, they'd have to win Game 5. I don't see how they beat them in 3 respawns.
Regardless, they have that potential, bro. I don't care. Like they just
do.
have, like Metals has been playing better. Real's stepped up at this stage. Rencore and Super are still doing what they do. Like every single player on their team has stepped up. Granted, they've played the fucking worst half of the league, right? They're getting some freebies. Maybe that confidence can help them out here coming into the major, but I don't know. It's going to be hard.
Yeah. We'll go Thieves in that one, but I wouldn't be surprised if Miami make that a series. I can see them winning 1 respawn. I can. They have the potential to do it, but the S&Ds are going to be key. FaZe versus Optic. Who do you guys got in that one? I'll probably lead more towards Atlanta FaZe in that one. I just think based on like how the whole year has gone down, I think Atlanta FaZe
Matchup, bro.
is
This is a matchup series.
it's a matchup. You think it's a matchup, Sam, with FaZe and Optic?
Yeah, I don't think it's shit. I got FaZe.
Salute.
Optic have just struggled the last 2 years. I mean,
Sam
map
will not
one,
gas Optic. Do not gas him.
that map 1 hardpoint is always super winnable for Optic, but it's the S&Ds and the controls where they've gotten in trouble in this matchup. And I just don't I think the control is better now for Optic, and maybe they can steal one, but I just don't know if I favor them on a search map. Maybe Hasi S&D, but last time they played, they fucking trolled against FaZe, so who the fuck knows?
So this will be Merc's first time playing FaZe in an official match. I don't know if they scrimmed them or anything, but I got FaZe. I do want Optic to play this series. Well, I hope we get a banger.
I hope we get a banger too, bro. I don't want to see like all 3 O's, bro. I'm trying to see some fucking map 5s and shit.
My thing is just like Optic's been struggling in search. Like they've even been like talking about how they don't have the reps, and they're going up against literally the best search team in the league. So like that's like that should be like an auto loss win or auto loss, and then it's just going to come down to if those hard points for FaZe.
I think Ship and Cell are gonna put him in a hoop mixtape.
You think so? You think so, Slay?
Yeah. I real the whole series.
Slowly. Then we got Boston Breach going up against the Vancouver Surge. Winner does play Optic in the losers, at least in our bracket. I got Vancouver in that one. I can see Vancouver versus Optic 100%. I don't think Boston, based on what I've seen, I don't think they're taking down Vancouver. Matter of fact, I have Vancouver and Miami going through losers here. That's what I have. So I have Vancouver beating Breach, going up against Optic, and then beating Optic. And then I have Ultra beating Cloud9 to Miami, and then Miami beating Ultra. And we're going to have a Vancouver, Miami. That's what I have.
I mean, Miami did lose to Ultra. Miami lose to Ultra last event, but that was with Merc. And I just think they're going to lose, and they're going to kind of regret that they don't have Merc again when they lose to that team that they beat at the last major. So I agree.
I'm kind of just cooked. I got the same shit.
You got the same shit,
Both
Sam?
up. Surge and Ultra go up, and then Surge and Heretics go up, Ben.
Do you agree with that, Pat? What would you do, Pat? Do you?
No, I got the same. I think Surge beat both of these teams, and then I think the Ultra Heretics game could be close, but I mean, from what we've seen so far, I'm taking Heretics.
Vancouver Optic can go either way. I feel like too.
I think they can go either way.
Vancouver's not that good of a search team. That's the only question mark
Optic
I have.
just beat it. Optic literally just beat him.
Yeah, but they had Skies.
I mean, even when Merc, it's so weird. Like,
See, this guy's just put on for the Stallions, baby. Let me tell you, he's put on for the Stallions, man. Go ahead, Benjay.
I don't know. The bottom series, you guys are all on Miami, correct?
Yep.
And
Yeah, the bottom.
I kind of agree with that.
Miami.
Yeah, I kind of agree with that. I'm going to pick Miami. I think the Optic Vancouver one's kind of a coin flip, to be honest.
Yeah, I think so too.
No bullshit. I got Miami.
probably-
I got Miami taking down Surge too. I got Miami going through Surge.
Me too. Let's go, Tom.
Yeah, I got Miami Surge. I got Miami taking that.
Tom.
Ray's not gonna like that.
Yeah, Ray's actually just fucking punching the desk right
Yeah,
now.
I just think we're all big fans. We're big fans. Of
I'm
both
big
teams,
Miami
but
guy,
I'm just they edge it out a little bit.
I'm a big Miami guy.
FaZe Thieves is where things get real interesting. I have no fucking idea because every time they
got
play,
FaZe.
I got Thieves, motherfucker. What the fuck? You got FaZe, I got Thieves, bitch. What we doing? You know what I mean? What the fuck this look like, man?
That was way too quick. Oh yeah, I got thieves, bitch.
Says got FaZe, I got Thieves. What do you guys got? What do you think?
I think I got these.
You got Thieves? You got Thieves, Pat?
Yeah.
Why, Pat? You think they're
Yeah.
strong? You think they look stronger?
Yeah, and I mean, dude, I saw like MC and a BZ. They're all uploading vlogs from the event. I think they're just not going to be focused here in this series, Tom.
But they won
They're
the
gonna be
two
vlogging.
events they won. They vlogged. They vlogged
Yeah.
both
They
events they
really
won.
beat
Yeah.
them earlier
And-
this split.
And that's going to get to them, Tom. They're going to be distracted this one. So I
I
got
don't know
these.
how.
think so?
I don't know how it's going to get to that point, but I'm just going to give you my prediction for the event. I think Thieves is going to go back to back because FaZe went back to back, and then it's going to come down to like champs to see who's the best team in the game.
Can we
both
go
them.
one
I
series at a
agree with
time?
that,
What the
Chris.
fuck are we doing here?
I mean, bro,
Oh,
it's pretty
Tom, you
obvious.
can't multitask. You can't multitask.
We're just skipping ahead like a
I
couple.
agree
of
with
I mean,
you.
I'm just because I'm basically
Because
saying I don't know who the
agree with
fuck.
this at all.
Flip
I
a
don't-
fuck. Well, I don't go fuck. I'm saying
I don't
flip a
care what you
coin.
agree with, man.
Flip a
Fuck you.
coin
whatever,
to see
fuck
who
you,
wins the
Sam.
first year. Flip a coin to see who wins the winners bracket final.
Brother,
First, go
what?
ahead.
There's no,
Remember.
there's no flip a coin. FaZe have dominated this matchup this season. I think
Yeah, that's why I got FaZe winning, baby.
at the moment, if we were in my eyes a winners final, I think FaZe clutch.
All right,
Go game
FaZe
five, sure.
is winning the
Wait,
winners.
so how many people
finals.
have FaZe? I got FaZe. Ben has FaZe.
I got FaZe.
All right, hold on. FaZe is
FaZe, then.
tails and Thieves is heads.
You're
Fury,
flipping a
flip
coin?
It's tails.
No fucking way, bro. I don't know, bro. I got FaZe winning, bro. No bias. No bias. No fucking bias, motherfuckers.
Sure.
No bias at all.
we have
No
Miami- we
bias
have
at all,
Miami-
guys. No
We have Miami
bias.
beating Vancouver, right? Decided.
Yes, I have Miami beating Vancouver.
Okay.
Yep.
Because I agree. That would be 3. And you guys would all then have Thieves beating Miami.
And if these beat Miami twice, that fucking hurts.
That's just what it is, bro. If you're, listen,
Yeah,
if
I
you're,
think that's what it is. Yeah.
if you're one of these teams like a Vancouver or a Miami, like in order to win this tournament, you're gonna have to beat the 2 best teams at some point, and maybe it means beating one of them twice, but it's just how it goes, bro. You can't say bad break. You want to be the best, you got to beat the best.
All right, so Pat and Chris,
That
you
was
guys-
hard. That was hard.
Pat and Chris, you guys decide who's winning, bro. Who's winning, right? Because
I got Thieves coming back after.
I got Thieves. I think I got Thieves winning it.
All right,
the
then
second.
circle thieves,
We got back to back from FaZe, back to back from Thieves. Comes down to champs.
Champs to win it
Do
all.
a gold,
Yeah.
do a gold or like a yellow or something. You know what I mean? Like a
Yeah.
There you go. Boom. Yeah, that works. Yeah, that works right there, Benji. I like that.
Wow, that's aura.
It's aura right there. All right, ladies and gentlemen, this is our bracket. What do you guys think? W or L? What do you think, chat?
L, Optic lose top 6. L.
L? You think it's an L bracket, chat? L? L? Okay, they hate it. They think it's terrible. Okay, well.
Hey, if Ultra get top 6 too, wow, they should have made that change.
Well, if the chat hates it, just take solace in knowing that it's probably going to be completely fucked after the first day. Because yeah, that's always kind of the way it
Fucking
goes.
9
Yeah,
games.
Surge will
Yeah,
probably upset
Rocker just beat
Thieves.
Miami. It's just some stupid shit.
Have you guys,
Surge will-
have you guys
I
seen
think
the
Surge will
schedule?
upset Thieves, bro, and then Thieves will have to win it from the
What happened,
losers.
Benji?
Have you seen the schedule? Like what Friday looks like?
No, how many matches?
No.
Here, pull that up.
You pull this up, Benji. What's this looking like over here? You see this. So loading. Okay, let's switch on over. We got Thieves versus Vancouver. Oh, so we got an Alpha and a Bravo stream. Fuck yeah, dude.
First time in 5 years.
Fuck, we're gonna have to fucking damn. Wait, hold on. Are they trolling? Do they have fucking Optic in Toronto going down at the same time as FaZe in Cloud9? What the fuck? What are we?
How it
doing?
used to be,
watching.
Tom.
Nah, dead ass, bro. Yo, Benji, you might be right, bro. We might need to make a split screen for the watch
Nah,
party, bro.
but Tom, there's no guarantee they'll be on the same thing because like Thieves Surge could go game 5 where Miami could 3-0, so the
Right,
Bravo
right,
match
right.
could start much faster. Listen, bro, anyone bitching, this is the old days.
Yeah.
You're going to have to do a side-by-side of both matches.
Yeah, we might need the.
Gotta get the red zone going.
Yeah, you might need to get the red zone going here, folks. Ben, I think we'll be able to do that at the event, right? Maybe get some extra monitors, put one game on one monitor, another game on the other, and then maybe.
Yeah, my plan was to do a TV and like 2 monitors. So we can put one on the other.
Maybe we should.
That's what we used to do, and Ben would be watching fucking golf instead of the matches.
I can't do four with the TV kind of.
Can we do two? Can we do 2 TVs?
We don't need that for one day though. Nah, 2 TVs. You plug 2 TVs in a graphics card and weird shit happens with full screening. I don't
Okay.
That's wise.
Nah,
2 monitors, and then 1 full screen TV. Otherwise, you get like weird frame rate bullshit that happens with some graphics cards.
Yeah. Regardless, I'm excited for it. A lot of matches are gonna be going on, so it's gonna be a good one. But that's gonna do it for us, Ben. Why don't you hit that pop, Benjay? Why don't you hit that pop?
Whoa,
Oh.
slow down.
Oh, my bad,
Let's
Slay.
Let's
Slay,
tune
my
into
bad.
fantasy real quick.
Oh
Let's see who's making it to the playoffs.
Oh, I forgot about fantasy. I forgot because I mentally chalked my fantasy this stage, Pat. That's what it is. I mentally chalked it.
Good. All good.
You know,
Gross.
because my team
Sam
is
got fucking shit on bad.
bro. My team is fucking shit, man. What the
Damn,
fuck?
Sam got 16-0.
I got 16-0, bro.
That's a new record. I
You
don't
dropped
even
a
know.
donut in fantasy?
Look at my team and tell me that I'm
your
getting
team sucks.
16-0'd.
Yeah, your team sucks.
I mean, your team sucks.
Yeah, Gwyn's a 1-3 online, and he's just ass now.
Slowly.
Kobe was the
told they
best
gave up.
player on his team for a month straight. Now he's just dog shit. Yeah.
Oh my
okay.
god, this wasn't even close either.
No,
I mean,
it wasn't even close.
It wasn't even fucking close, man. What
Wasn't
the
even
fuck?
close, bro.
Be like,
Wasn't
Sam,
even
did you
close.
make playoffs? You didn't make playoffs? Sam?
Hell no.
Yeah.
Bro, Sam just drops donuts on and off the
bad.
game, bro.
Slay,
bad, bro.
A
It's
1-point
up.
victory for the
It's bad, bro.
Slay.
What's up?
Let's go, Pat. Where did you get
Wait,
it?
Ken went crazy.
Where'd you get it? You had him in a hard point, Pat. You had him
It
in a
was just
hard
a
point.
clean win across the board.
The S&D KD Infinity gotta have helped.
That's good work from the Slay, man. That's good work.
I didn't wait. How does a? Never mind.
We got
You're just adding
Nameless.
it
Take
to-
it down that nub. Nameless, take it down that stinking nub. Look at that. Look at Nameless go, man. Let's see where Nameless got. Look like Nameless got him in the hard points as well. Looks like hard points all control as well. Nameless got a lot of points of control. It's good work coming in from Nameless. Let's see what else we got here. We got Gersh versus me. No way I won. Yeah, I didn't win a game. I did not win a fucking game.
My fellow
0-3?
donut.
I
My
went
fellow
0-4,
donut.
Pat. 0-4.
Yo,
Damn.
Tonga shit.
I'm yeah, nah, Sam. That's a
I
donut for
swoop.
me,
You peaked early
Sam.
in
I
fantasy.
swoop.
all good.
You think I peaked early, Benjay? You think I
You
peaked
peaked early
early?
in fantasy.
And then Team Benjay versus Chelly, we got a tie.
Yeah.
We
that's
got a
gritty
tie.
one.
It's a gritty one, folks. It's a gritty one. Got the little Optic clash here. Oh, wait, how is it a tie when you fucking Chelly's got 2 LAG players? How the fuck did that happen?
We just split a bunch of categories.
So who can we see? Who's in playoffs? Who's in
Well,
playoffs?
I'm 100%. I'm 100%.
I think it's
playoff.
me, Ben,
Kelly,
Chris,
probably
Chris and Chelly.
Kelly. Yeah, I think it's
Yeah,
5, right?
yeah. Yep.
You're telling me Chelly's making playoffs with 2 LAG players?
Did Chelly win? Who won last?
Chelly did.
Chelly, right? So it was Nub,
Yeah.
then me, then Chelly, right? It was Nub, then me, then
Yeah.
Chelly. Oh man, Chelly might go back to back. Can you imagine if he goes fucking back to back, man?
I think
He
I
has
think I'm liking
2
this.
LAG hit
I mean, let's
players.
be honest.
Yeah, they're gonna get slammed.
Ben's probably got this in the bag. Look at Ben's team. He's got
Whoa.
Merc. He's got Merc, Super, Kremp, and Celium, bro. He probably has this
Bro,
in the bag.
I
bro.
lost because like Kremp didn't plant. Like I got no bomb plants and no diffuses for my players. He did that. I would have flipped this match, but it's fine.
And I feel like that Merc pickup when he wasn't on a team, Ben, you picked him up as a substitute. It was a good pickup out of you, Ben J. It was a
was.
good
It was a
pickup.
good draft.
And you did it in the round 4, not in the substitution round, which was
Yeah,
a
I
big.
did it early.
That was a big risk, Ben J. It was a big risk, but we'll
I mean, I
see.
still got Wake. I won my first matchup with Wake. Now I'm a Merc, FYI. So it's not like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but why don't you hit the putt, Benjay? Because we got 24 million channel points on you sinking it and only 9 million on you missing. So I think a lot of people in the chat are hoping you sink this putt here, Ben. He's got his stinky slippies on as he steps up to the green. What a beautiful day here, folks, to watch Benjay Nassim try and sink yet another putt. It is his last online putt, ladies and gentlemen. Give it up for Benjay as he steps up to the plate. Can he get it done? Benjay Nassim sinks the putt. Nice and
Let's
easy
go.
from Benjay Nassim. What a play coming in from Benjay. Benjay, how do you feel, man? Last online split. And you get the putt, Benjay. What's going through your mind right now, Ben?
I'm feeling great. I feel like Scotty Scheffler today and not feeling like Bryson or Rob, so that's a good thing.
Okay, slowly. I don't know what that means, but ladies and gentlemen, that's gonna
All
be
knowers
it.
will know what it means.
That's gonna be it for me. That's gonna be it for us here on the flank. We will be back for DreamHack Major 4. It starts Friday or Thursday? Starts Friday. So Friday is probably when you'll see us on the flank. But yeah, stay tuned, bro. I'm gonna be doing some IRL streams. We'll be doing some stuff at the FaZe HQ. Trying to set up a 1v1 with Ben and Kason. We'll see if we can get that going. You know, we got a busy weekend, so we'll see if we can make some time for that. But we'll be back, man. We'll be back. DreamHack coming in next. So I'm excited. I'm excited to get into it for Major 4. But I hope you guys enjoyed the shows this weekend. Hope you guys enjoyed the watch parties, everything. Thank you guys all so much for the support. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. If you're watching on YouTube, go to anchor.fm/theflank. Check out audio sites around. Go follow at The Flank on X. Gert's doing a phenomenal job running social per usual. ZooMaa.gg for the merch. Definitely want to get some merch up there. I'm trying to get some Stallions merch up there for you guys. You guys have been going crazy with the Stallions support. So we're going to try and get some Stallions merch up there. And then, of course, join the community on X if you haven't already. It's spotlighted to the top of my X, the top of the Flank X. So make sure to go check that out. But as always, guys, take care, brush your hair. And we'll see you guys next time on another episode of The Flank, man. Absolutely. Ciao, ciao. Take it easy.